and I see her, and I'm like, yo, Nakia, what up? And you would have swore like she never knew me at all.
Wow.
This girl, she didn't even turn her head. Like if she would have did that, at least I would have known like she at least heard me. Stone cold face, laser eyes forward, did not look my way, did not miss a step, just like walked past me.
We're the Purefoys, and we'll be alright. We'll be alright.
Welcome to Couples Connect. We are so excited to have you on today to just kind of catch up and chat and talk to you about all things couples related. We know that we all have different experiences, we all have different journeys, and we just absolutely love to share with each other because, it takes a village.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. We were really excited. I was super excited to get the invite because I saw y'all doing big things. Y'all even had my man Al Hardy on there. I see Akida got the Al Hardy swag already on. Shout out to my man.
I should have wore mine.
Black love is dope, man.
I should have wore mine.
Should have wore ours too.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Al Hardy and all the other couples that you guys have had on. We love to talk about,
He loves to talk.
There's always one.
She might not want to talk about this per se, but let an episode of Grey's Anatomy come on.
Oh, then she's like,
Yeah. We won't be able to shut her up. So
for real.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So excited to have y'all on because y'all are doing such great things, and we wanted to give you an opportunity just to kind of share like what that is like to be doing all the things. Well, tell everyone the
Tell
stuff
us what
that you're
y'all
doing.
What are y'all involved with? We know y'all superstars, but tell everybody else why y'all superstars.
Well, for starters, before anything happened, we were like a family that was really interested in entertainment. I grew up as a singer, and that's something that I wanted to instill in my kids. So before, we became like ThePurefoys, we started getting our kids into acting.
Yeah, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, your kids are doing all these great things, like you guys should have a TV show. So
with Xavier, our oldest son's acting schedule with auditions and stuff and being in New York City all the time when we were living in New Jersey, it's like we had to homeschool, and Nakia was already considering homeschooling because she started our oldest daughter, Ariana, reading at the age of like 3.5. So once that started popping off, then everybody wanted to be homeschooled. So then we were like, all right, so we homeschoolers now. We had another baby. And then that's kind of like when we started YouTubing. And I was just like, there's no way that we're going to have enough data on our phones or enough storage on our phones to keep all these videos and pictures that was there. So like, let's just create something where we can keep all of our family videos together. And YouTube was like the platform that we chose. Acting careers took kind of lifted off, and we got deeper into homeschooling and more into YouTube. And Nakia started her blog for moms and stuff like that.
When I started homeschooling Ariana, so it was about the same time we had just had Raylan.
Yeah.
And that's what made me officially start.
Now tell everybody how many kids you got.
Tell it. Y'all beat us.
Yes.
Yeah, and I keep telling Akita, this is not a competition that anybody wants to win. All right, like
look, you win, man.
Don't congratulate us on this.
But we have 6 kids, 6 beautiful kids. We're actually a blended family as well. So I had 2 boys from previous marriage, relationship, and then we have 4 kids together. So we have 6 in total. If I could, I'd say 6 and counting, but
you can't cuss on this show.
My eyes popped out. I'm like,
you can't cuss on this show, right?
you shut me down.
6 is good.
Yeah. Look, you beat me already. You don't have to do.
It's over.
It's over.
I didn't want. That was not my goal. When we started out here to beat Akita. No, that was not my goal.
First of all, I'm proud of you guys and everything that you're doing and what you're accomplishing. And if you believe it or not, like people are watching and they're being impacted by the content that you guys are putting out. So keep
No.
going. I'm interested to know, how did the journey start? Like, how did y'all meet each other? What was that like?
We actually met on AOL, in the AOL chat room back in the day. Dial up.
Throwback.
Right?
Throwback.
Isn't that like
Back.
instant
It was-
messenger or something?
Yeah, when AOL first had first came up,
chat rooms.
they had the chat room. So it was like New Jersey or North New Jersey, 2000. No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't 2000.
What,
Nothing.
you know,
It was 19, whatever it
yeah.
was.
We met from a mutual friend. He introduced us, and we had a lot in common. We both love the Lakers. We both love Kobe. I guess that's what we really had in common.
That was the start of the emojis.
Yes. Smiley face.
I think
So,
so.
all we had was smiley face though.
Yeah.
yeah.
The sad face.
Mhm.
So towards the end of senior year, right around like a month or so before
For
prom, and it was it was grand opening, grand closing, because I was not ready for this woman at that point. As quickly as we met, you know, it was we got hot real quick, and then it was a wrap. After prom, it was a wrap. She didn't want to talk to me no more.
Tell him why.
Oh.
Tell us.
No, he don't know. So we already had our prom dates, because when we met, you know, we already had our prom dates lined up. And I was going with a friend of mine. I don't know who he's going with. I don't even remember. But after the prom, I was like, "Oh, so how was your prom?" And he was like, "Oh, like it wasn't all that. Like she wasn't hardly any paying attention to me, or something like that." He said, and I was like, "Well, so what? Like, you know." My feelings were like, well, do you really care that she wasn't paying attention to you? Because you didn't go to the prom with me, you know, like, no, he was cut.
It's painful, so that's why I'm trying my best to just, you know, be
Not
respectful.
remember.
Uh-huh.
I was
Knock
like,
it out.
so prom happened, and now graduation is coming up, and now come to find out we have a lot of like mutual friends and a lot of people who intertwine in the same circles. So I wound up, she went to Montclair High, I went to Seton Hall Prep. So I wound up going to Montclair graduation, and I see her, and I'm like, "Yo, Nikhil, what up?" And you would have swore like she never knew me at all.
Wow.
This girl, she didn't even turn her head. Like if she would have did that, at least I would have known like she at least heard me. Stone cold face, laser eyes forward, did not look my way, did not miss a step, just like walked past me.
Oh, I feel this right now. I feel the heat.
I'm like, so did that make you want to like interact with her more because she was not paying no attention?
It wasn't for that. Like I definitely recognized that I screwed up, because she was everything that I wanted in a girl, you know, at that time. From the limited perspective that I knew about myself and what I wanted in the family. You know, I already had my dreams and aspirations of what I want to do in life later on, but she checked a lot of those boxes off for me, even in high school. So I knew, and I really, really did like her, you know, and we were headed towards, you know, becoming a couple, but, you know, I messed up. Fast forward, we're now in college, and I'm trying to find this girl. She would not talk to me. I had her number. I called her a bunch of times. She would not answer the phone. I found her on Black Planet.
Oh, another classic.
Telling everybody how old we are, right? Went on Black Planet, and I think she talked to me then after maybe a year. And I remember one time I came home from school and I called her, and when I talked to her, I noticed just like something was like way different about her, like her like demeanor, and like just like even now, like the joy in her voice that she usually speaks with was like different. And like when I called her, she was like a thug. She was like, "Yo, what's up?" Yeah, like just like kind of rushing me off the phone and everything like that. So I'm like, you know what, bump this girl. You know.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking, Akia?
I don't even remember. I was just like, he wasted my time before. And
you were in a different space at that time, because you'd also had.
I think I just had Xavier or something like that. So I was like tunnel vision focused on him.
When did y'all get that moment where you were like, okay, she's the, well, obviously you were like, she's the one.
Yeah.
But Nakia was kind of on the fence about it.
At that time, she wasn't patient with me.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't like, I was very, very much immature and just, you know, basically perpetuating a lifestyle that I had seen growing up, you know, and wanted to like emulate. You know, I wanted to be that player, you know, I wanted to be that ladies man. But she had always stuck like in my mind. Like I never, like she had just made such a crazy impact on me that I never forgot about her, you know, and she always held like this special place in my heart. That's why like every year I would like go to Black Planet and just check her page.
He always looked for me.
Yeah, I just would always look for her, you know what I mean? And then graduate from high school, I'm like college, and I'm like a year out of college, and I'm in a relationship, and still up to my, you know, same old thing.
I think you've been out of college.
I was out of college, but I was in a relationship, but still doing the same kind of stuff that I, you know, was doing.
Disclaimer: I didn't know he was in a relationship.
Right. But I finally found her on Facebook. But in her profile picture, she was in a picture with a guy. So I'm like, dang, you know, but I still just hit her up to say what's up and everything like that. And come to find out, the guy in the picture was her brother Seth. So I hit her up.
Yes.
Exactly. It was one of those Ferris Bueller fist pump. And I just had to shoot my shot, man, because, you know, I just remember how much she impacted me and how much like I was really, really into her. And just wanted to see where things would go. And we set a date to meet up on the 4th of July, and we went out. Now, like, because I was still like trash. The crazy thing is, like, I actually left my girlfriend's house to meet up with her to go out on this date. We went out to the movies. We saw Transformers. She fell asleep in the movie that I paid for. By the way.
I fell asleep in that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I fall asleep in movies, y'all.
That's her thing.
Me too.
I'll wake her up when she falls asleep.
I've given up on waking her up. You just catch the replay.
No, because his wake is not nice either, and I know he doesn't want to give me an attitude because he'll be like,
thug bump. Wake up.
We watched the fireworks.
She took me to my apartment, and I kissed her. And as I'm walking, said goodnight, and as I'm walking to my apartment, I get like crazy giddy, but also afraid because I'm like,
he's in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because I'm about to, something bad is going to happen, you know. And I was kind of a nice guy. I am a nice guy. So it would have been weird for me to just like kind of break things off with my girlfriend at the time, but this woman just like really had me. So I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew that I was in trouble. And
and he stayed in trouble for that was July, August, September, October, November. No, October.
Yeah, because at the time, and this is the story it's a long story, but I think that it speaks of just like when you are met with an opportunity, like what decision are you going to make, right? Mm-hmm. So I was still dating this other girl for the next like 3 months. I would spend like days at a time with Nakia, and back and forth, like juggling these women, and thinking that I was like fine, still just unsure what I'm going to do. And then I had a show, because I'm a singer, and the girl that I was currently dating, she and I like was beefing, so I didn't want her to come to my show, but I asked Nakia to come, and Nakia said yes, and lo and behold, both of them wound up sitting
next to each other
at my show.
That was great.
What were you thinking?
I'm in the green room.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
In the green room. Oh, I don't know.
I thought you would have called off the show.
No, I wish. I'm in the green room. Nakia goes to sit down, and then like an hour later, I see this other woman come in too, and I'm like, there's still hope, I can make this out alive. There's no way that they're going to see each other.
We were in a gym, and we were in a gym, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't think that we would be sitting right next to each other.
Like
Right next to each other. Wow.
girl was 3, Nakia was 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's crazy.
it was just crazy. I did the whole show, and it was a competition, so I wound up.
Wait. So while he was singing, I was cheering for him and standing up and screaming, go baby,
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes. So that's what happened. And then her uncle was sitting on the other side of me. So it was her uncle, me, and her. And yeah,
Wow.
he's like, do you
I
know
didn't
him?
that.
And I was like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. He was like, oh, that's her boyfriend too.
And then he crossed his legs and he looked, right?
He's like, oh,
and then Sean was like, all right, good night, y'all.
he was,
Thank y'all for coming out.
Bro,
he was still on stage.
if I
Oh
could have,
man.
I would have burnt the gym down and just ran out. They did a great job with
I was
lighting
hot
because
too.
the entire audience was blacked out. I could not see anything. Had
That's
no idea. So I win this competition. I'm taking pictures, shaking hands.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little prize money. They giving me this ribbon. All this. I'm smiling on top of the world.
Yep.
I get off stage, and the girl's uncle comes over, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you got a girlfriend?" And I'm like, "Come on, man. You know that I date your niece." He's like, "Nah, not that one. Brown skin with glasses." And I'm like, jaw drops, and he goes, "Good luck with that," and then walks off.
Wow. Wow.
So then the both of them come. Nakia's like pretty cool, but the other girl, she's hot. And she's like, "I should punch you in your," it was
I just want to see what he's gonna do.
It
You
was just
going with
bad.
her, or you coming with me?
And that's when I was faced with the decision. What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And I chose Nakia. I thought that it was going fairly well until she had a breakdown.
Yeah, the next block.
Yeah, we pulled out, and then she just broke down, and she began to cry and just began to like doubt herself and talk about how stupid she thought she was and all these things like that.
Because I knew, like I saw different things that were going on. So I knew there was another girl. Like I knew there had to be, because I knew like I wasn't seeing things like your ringtones, you hiding your phone, like I'm not stupid.
I am.
So, you are.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
That was good. That was
So,
good.
I was just waiting, but my whole thing is like the breakdown was all about like, I'm trying to do this. Like, it was really, like, Lord, like, what is gonna happen next? Like, I keep putting my heart out there, like I keep trying to love, and like this always keeps happening, like, and I told him, like, I was really vulnerable with you then. Like, I was like, you met my kids and and like whatever else I said, I don't even remember, because I was like really, really, I was breaking down.
In my mind, I'm like, Sean, like, what are you doing, bro? I met her family, all these things, and I'm still acting like the same guy that I was, senior year. So I just said, please, just give me an opportunity to make it right.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what she was going to say. We didn't say much that night. We just went back to my apartment, and it was beautiful, but at the same time, it was like, this could go either way. So I was like, let me just do everything that I can to make it work. And she said, you got to do this, that, and the third. I was the
like,
king of.
you need to have in a relationship on Facebook, all that. It's like, when we first started, it's like, I hope you're not one of those girls that have to have, like, no.
You said, are
You
we
need
doing
to
that all
profess-
now?
Yes, I
Right.
need to see everything. Everything needs to happen right now.
I was stupid, very, very stupid, trying to just, be two people at one time, and it just was not working. And my life was really just, catching up to me. And I had to change that Facebook status. And once that happened, The floodgates just opened, just
For him.
for me. It's like a bunch of just like, oh, you got a girlfriend now, or you didn't have a girlfriend 2 weeks, like that whole bit. But I had to wear it, and I had to, take that punch in the face, take all that negativity because I brought it on myself. And slowly but surely, we worked our way up to to trusting one another. Well, her trusting me, and continuing to have confidence in me, and us building that relationship.
What did Mike Todd say? He said, "Trust is lost in buckets,
Oh,
but it's
Amen.
earned in drops."
Yeah.
Props. Yeah, that was bars for me because
Yeah.
he was speaking directly to me, and
A lot of men, a lot of us.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that was an awesome story of just I think it seems like it became real,
Mhm.
right? It became like, really, what am I doing? And like I'm not just impacting my life, but I'm impacting somebody else's
Yeah.
kid. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Like, how am I going to show up here?